Little Victory Sports Cards here, and have a kind of crazy 22 card PSA sub reveal. It is the $19 value bulk. There's a lot going on in this order. There's 6 crackouts, and I'd say overall I'm not too thrilled with this order, but it's one of those where you can kind of see where the grader was coming from. The order took about, I'd say about 55 days, which was pretty on par for value bulk. But I have noticed that the value bulk has been moving much quicker. The last 2 orders I submitted, it looks like it got into grading within like 5 days. So that is a great sign. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. All right, here we go. We'll start off with those 6 crackouts I mentioned. The first one is the 2016 Jaylen Brown Select Silver Prism. I always like the look of this card and the shine. I actually bought this. I didn't originally grade it. I bought it on eBay. I got a really good deal. And when I got it, I was like, wow, that's a nice looking 9 copy. I didn't see any surface scratches centered up. So I figured let's crack it out and see what we can do. And it got a Gem Mint 10. Successful crackout to start this video. There you go. Very happy with that. He's having an incredible career. Hall of Fame career if he keeps it going. Next up, we got a 1997 Topps Finest Charles Barkley. You've seen me grade this before. I was the original grader, and I got a mint 9, and I didn't see it. It looked like a gem 10 to me. I didn't see any refractor lines. It looks centered up. These are numbered out of 1090. They're cool cards. I was very hopeful it would get a 10. Let's see what it got. Got a 9. So I'm not sure what I'm missing on this card. If you guys see it, let me know. But look, corners sharp, back corners, everything centered up. I'm still convinced that one's a 10. All right, next up, we got the Bowman, very condition sensitive Ichiro rookie. Usually the corners are all chipped up or the edges are all chipped up, especially on the back. But I got this card off eBay, and it looked like I bought it as the mint 9, and it looked great. The centering's off left to right, but I was just so impressed by the no chipping and no corner edge wear that I just like, oh man, I want to crack it out and give it a shot out of 10. So let's see what I got. Still got the mint 9, so it's a very nice 9 copy, and I get that it's a tough card to gem, especially with that centering. But I mean, look at it. It's nice. Cool card. Got a mint 9. Next up, we got a SGC crackout. This is the David Robinson Season's Best Refractor Postman. I got a SGC 9.5, which is a mint plus. When you first see that, you're kind of thinking, oh, it's a gem mint card. But a 9.5 SGC is a mint plus, so kind of in between a 10 and a 9. And when I cracked it out, it looked great. I didn't see any surface scratches on the front, and the back looked pretty good. So I was hopeful it would get a possible 10. Let's see what he got. Yeah, 8.5. It's pretty kind of elusive to get an 8.5 on non-vintage. So it's very rare. I'm not sure what they saw. You can see the front's very nice, and the back, look, I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know. I disagree with this grade. I think it's at least a mint 9 with a shot out of 10. But I got an 8.5. 8.5 stack? Not used to that. All right, next up. We got a Beckett True Gem. I kind of splurged on this one. For some reason, I've always liked this card. And I was looking at Dwight Howard's stats, and he just looks like a Hall of Famer on paper. So, I don't know. I think he'll get there one day. And this is a card I always liked. It's numbered out of 50, that gold refractor, Bowman Chrome. A true gem. I bought it in hopes to crack out and get a PSA Gem 10. So let's see what I got. Got an 8. Okay, so this is the big bummer. It's so if you had to ask me which grading company got it right and which got it wrong, I would say PSA got it right, unfortunately, and Beckett got it wrong. Yes, a true gem. They graded a true gem and they got it wrong. And let me show you. And I didn't see this until after I cracked it out. I had surface scratches. See this right? You can kind of see it all along right there. There, you can pick it up right here. There's 2 of them. See that all right here? That's on the card. That's not on the slab. And I didn't see it. So it's hard to see surface scratches, light surface scratches sometimes through the Beckett slab. So watch out. You know, Beckett slabs are not as clear as PSA, and they're thicker, and they're in that kind of thick penny sleeve too underneath, so you're not going to see all the little surface imperfections. So really watch out when you're trying to crack out and potentially cross over. Yes, this is what could happen, and it does happen. It's just part of the game. It's unfortunate, but I think PSA got it right. I think those scratches are just too much to even give it a 9. But I think SGC and a Beckett, I think it is at least a mint 9. It's not a true gem. That's insane to me. So Beckett definitely got it wrong. But other than those surface scratches, it looked good. It looked flawless other than the front scratches. So, bummer. Big loss on this one. It's not good. But like I said, it's part of the Crackout game. You hit, and sometimes you do not. You fail. But here, let's see if we can end strong. This is the 2012 Damian Lillard Silver Prism. It was an SGC Mint 9, and it's centered up. I always wanted to get this in the PSA slab. So let's just see what we got. Mint 9, very happy with that. That's probably a $200 bump. So get some of that Dwight Howard money back. You can see the front is just gem quality. Not a lot of surface scratches. The back had one little kind of indent, which I was scared might get me an 8. But I think the card, other than that little indent, was just too flawless. You can see it right there. See it? So it's still a cool card, but that indent on the back is why I got a 9. Honestly, I'm surprised the grader didn't hammer that more. This particular grader. All right, next up, we went through all the crackouts, so now that's the other cards I submitted. Ronald Acuna. This is the black. This is kind of nostalgia for me. This Diamond Kings look. It's kind of that 90s Diamond Kings look. And it's a black refractor out of Optic 2020. Pretty good was a 10, and they got a 10. It looked great. Numbered out 25. So, cool looking card. I like it. Let's get that 10 stack going. It's the Jalen Hurts School Colors Cracked Ice. His rookie at 2020. Contenders Draft Picks. Numbered out of 23. Nice bold autograph on the sticker. Having another good year. Pre-grade was a hopeful 9, but in the back of my mind, I knew it had a potential to get an 8, and I'll show you why. It's these back 2 corners. This one in particular. It had some edge and little corner wear, but sometimes that's all it takes. And that's what did me in, was the back bottom corners. Still cool looking card. Got an 8. Next up, we got Prime Time Deion Sanders. It's the Interstate Refractor. These are really hard to pull. 1998 Bowman Chrome. This had one right there. You see it? Little kind of factory refractor line almost. But other than that, it was so nice. Nicely centered. Look at that right here. You know, it had a shot at a 10. I was figuring if it hadn't kind of forgiving, if I had a forgiving grader, it would get a 10, but I figured most likely it would get a 9, so, and I was okay with that. Got a 9. Next up is a cool card I got at just a card show, and I couldn't believe how sharp the corners were and how centered up the card was. I thought this was a 9 all day, but let me tell you, it's becoming very difficult to grade these 1980s baseball rookie cards, especially this Clemens. But it was a good-looking card. I think this is a mint 9 copy. Just had a few little, it's normal for these cards, little factory kind of bumps. Let's see if I can see it. There's one right there. And one right here. See that? They're not wrinkles or anything. It's just these little factory bumps. It's very common. You know, PSA, really tough on this card. This is a Crackout. It's just too nice of an 8. Way too nice of an 8. Look at this. So that one I'll crack out for sure. Next up, we have a Kevin Durant. I actually bought this one raw off eBay, so I'm very happy it came, and it looked like a 9. Centering is what was wrong with this card. It had no surface scratches, but very happy. But always look at these little 4 square dots. So from the top edge to that needs to be similar to the bottom edge to that. So it's thicker on the top than the bottom. You can really see it when you flip it horizontal. See that? So, accurate grade, I was hoping for a 9 and got a 9. Very happy with that. Kevin Durant, Topps Chrome, rookie card. Next up, we got a Freddie Freeman. He's one of my favorite baseball players to collect. This is these numbered out of 10 gold prism signature out of 2022. This was in between a 9 and a 10, but I'm glad it got pushed to the 10. 6 out of 10. Cool looking card. Bought this one raw off eBay too. Next up, we have another Freddie Freeman. This is the Spectra Gold. These are also numbered out of 10. Thicker card, thicker case, out of 2021. There you go, 5 out of 10. I figured this was somewhere in between a 9 and a 10. See the bottom corner right there? The lifting. So it's definitely a 9. You can kind of see it right there. So that is why I got a 9. Other than that, it had no surface scratches. It was flawless. Those back corners, make sure to always look at them. Got a 9. Next up, we have a Shaden Sharp. Blazers, I knew they would struggle. But I didn't think he would, start slow. There's a lot of opportunity for him to just dominate. But he's been relatively quiet. Venom Prism. I like the look of these Venoms. But it is Prism draft picks. So, pre-grade was a hopeful 10. But I could see if it got a 9, it was because of the centering. Thicker on the top than the bottom. Flip it. You can kind of see it. Other than that, the card was perfect. So, I get it. I can see where the grader's coming from, other than the Clemens so far, and the D-Rub. Okay, this card I just liked the design in the back. I like that kind of galactic look to it, and the purple is just a cool looking card. Zach LaVine, Titan Purple out of Flux. These are numbered out of 25. 23 of 25. It looked like a 10 all day, and it got there. This card was the card show pickup. So these ones are kind of like the Ichiro. It's notorious to have corner and edge wear, just chipping off this black. It's black on the back too. See all that? It actually looks pretty good. Pre-grade was a 7 though, because it had a little bit of, I wouldn't call it like paper loss or anything, but just the way it looks. See if you can pick it up. But either way, you can kind of see some white too. But overall, pretty nice, solid copy for this card. You got a 7. So I'm okay with that. This is a card where I just like it. I grew up playing golf a lot in high school and everything, and Tiger Woods was kind of my hero golfer. So I like this design, like the player. It's out of Metal Universe. This is pack fresh, pack pulled. Unfortunately, the grader didn't know how to grade these cards or understand these cards. So, you know how certain cards have kind of rounded corners? But that's just how they are. They all are like that. Grader didn't know that. So you can see it's just the rounded corner. But perfect. So unfortunately, a misgrade there. We got some more Shade and Sharps. This is the green prism. Nothing to this card. It looked great. Centered up. Gem at 10. It got what it deserved. This card did not. It was like, okay, I'll give one of these shadings a 10 and one a 9. It was same quality. Centered. Not one surface scratch. That corner's not ding. It's just part of the cracked ice design. I don't know if the grader thought that, but got a 9. This one's disappointing. This is one of the nicest Planet Metals I have seen raw. When I bought it, I was like, wow, this is a 9, a mint 9 for sure, if not an outside chance out of 10. Look at this. Very condition sensitive card. Stephon Marbury. Touch of white on that corner, but centered up. The back is where you're going to get a lot of chipping and corner wear. Look at that. It's not bad at all. So this is an undergrade. I think I deserved a 9. I think it goes with the grader just not understanding this set and how difficult it is. So got an 8.5. Those 8.5s are wrong. But got Cheryl Swoops, Purple Prism. I just like the look of this card. She was always probably my favorite WNBA player. So I felt like it was worthy of grading. Adam 99. Gem Mint 10. And finally, we're going to end on an Isaiah Thomas, 1983 Star All-Star Game. Accurate grade here. I didn't expect more than the 7. Off-centered, left to right, and it had one little kind of corner ding top right. So I'm good with a 7 here. So yeah, overall, I don't know. I guess reviewing and seeing them in person right now, I'm not as happy as I thought I would be. So there's probably 3 or 4 crackouts in this order that I will be cracking out. And you'll see them in future orders. You'll see what they get. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a lot more reveals soon, some fun ones. And as always, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.